This time, they're going to run this action with Marcus Smart throwing it to Luka. Let's see if this flows into a handoff. Obviously, Luka's not handing it off. Okay. I guess it's a more interesting way to get into what they're doing, which is just LeBron getting a down screen to curl up. But I don't really know what the fuck the point of this is. They're not really running this with purpose, so it's like you're just kind of wasting time off the clock. You could have just done that anyways, right? Without the Marcus Smart shit. LeBron gets it. ISO'd against KD. He calls for a screen. It's a good pass. These are the passes. Okay, see, like this is, I would say, constructive criticism to Luka is when they're putting 2 on the ball on these type of plays, man. Give me a second. Hold on, give me a second. All right, so LeBron, sorry about that, guys. LeBron throws this pass early. I mean, you just got to be better, but you got to dunk that shit in. Like, what are you doing, bro? You got to go up strong and dunk that. But that's a good play by LeBron. So far, LeBron's been fine on offense. He's taken maybe 1 or 2 bad shots, had one sloppy turnover. But I got no issues with how he's played on offense. He's missed 2 box out on defense. All right, give me a sec. KD, pick and roll against Luka, lobs it to Sengun. LeBron just a little bit overzealous, man. He anticipates the steal, but Sengun does a good job of protecting the ball. Bad foul, but at least someone's trying to be aggressive, right? Because JJ said, hey, I want these guys to foul a little bit more because at least it means they're trying to fucking play defense. Over here, what happens here? That's now Ayton's starting to get disengaged because that's just he just lets him shoot that wide open. Doesn't even fucking cover him. Really bad. All right, Luka's got the ball on offense. Let's see. That's just a terrible fucking he is playing like absolute fucking ass on offense and defense. This is crazy, bro. I didn't even realize it was this bad, but on the fucking rewatch, this is absurd. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Right idea. But just, it's like, oh my God, it's a 12-point game right now. You're still in this game. Just throws it away. KD just blows by. Look at Marcus Smart, though. Comes up quick for the charge. Kind of surprises KD. Catches him off guard. He doesn't telegraph the charge because otherwise it's an easy dump off to a men. Somehow it's out on the Lakers. Yeah, that's Lakers survive that, and yeah, I mean look how this play starts. Okay, so he's got Rui, and they're funneling KD baseline because the Lakers are playing no middle. I wonder if JJ just watched like a YouTube video on Baylor's defense from their championship season where they played no middle, and then JJ's just like, no middle sounds like a great idea. I want to play no middle. Because does he understand the principles of why no middle exists? Does he understand that he doesn't really have the personnel to play it? Has he even coached these guys up on like just anything? Because look how easy Rui just lets KD get to the baseline. Now, okay, yeah, Marcus Smart comes over to help. Look at Luka. LeBron's on Jabari Smith Jr. Marcus Smart vacates Amen Thompson because I guess this is the scheme. The scheme is to force him, so Marcus Smart has to help. When your scheme is, hey, we're going to force our own defense into rotation, like, I'm sorry, that's fucking moronic. That's moronic if that's your fucking scheme. I can't get over this. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Marcus Smart goes over. This is clearly by design. And Luka just falls asleep. You got Amen Thompson right in the paint. What are you doing, Luka? Let Tari Eason shoot. LeBron can't really leave Jabari. Walks over. They luck out because Amen smokes it. And then just, yeah, you don't get matched up. Okay, another high ball screen for Luka Doncic. They set double ball screens. I think they call this a drag. I don't really know, but really get no advantage. Okay, you did all that work to get Sengun on you. Hits the shot. Did anyone else touch the ball on this possession? The answer is probably no, but like here, if you want to mix in those type of looks once in a while, that's fine. But there's a ball movement issue on this basketball team, and it starts from the top. This team doesn't move the basketball. Now, people who haven't played be like, oh, he scored. It's like, yeah, he scored, but like it's just, it ices out your own teammates. Like, it's kind of crazy, bro. Like, you got Sengun on your heels here. Why don't you just keep attacking and then have a kick out three for Rui? That's a better play than you. Like, this is a great shot, but you've taken fucking how many threes? Hey, you're 2 for 6 right now. Somehow he's 6 for 10. That's actually kind of surprising. KD just steps into an open one against Ayton. Not much to say there. I got to speed this up. All right, Rui's got the ball at the wing. Attacks Kevin Durant. Nothing there. Why does Rui shoot that? Because he hasn't really touched the basketball. I don't even remember him touching the basketball much. Like, he's probably touched it. This is the every single play breakdown, right? So Rui's touched the ball, what? Maybe 3 times in the last 30 plays? So, yeah, when he gets the ball here, he's like, fuck it, it's my turn. I'm shooting. I don't care. I'm attacking KD. That's what I'm doing. All right, KD's got it again on Luka. You know what they want to do. They just want to attack Luka. Kick it out. Why does this start? Well, LeBron's got Tari Eason in the corner. Smart is in the paint. He's playing help. He's also eyeing Amen Thompson in the corner. Ayton's trying to keep Sengun off the boards. What happens here? Well, Luka gets beat right here, and this is a direct lane, so Rui is forced to help. That play's not Rui's fault. It looks like it's Rui's fault. See, this is why it's important to watch film. That play looks like it's Rui Hachimura's fault. But Luka just gets beat here, and Rui has to step in and help. And he recovers for a decent contest, but Jabari Smith is taller than him. Quick release, boom. That play's not Rui's fault. Rui's not good on defense, but that play's not his fault. Okay, LeBron's got the ball in the post. Let's see what happens here. Okay, swings it over to Luka. I like these little actions because just get these guys closer to the rim. Luka attacks. Boom. Why can't we run more of this stuff? Why can't we initiate offense in different parts of the court? Still have the ball in our playmakers' hands, but it doesn't need to be a high pick and roll every time. It just becomes predictable. It's easy to guard. It's a lot of work. Like, look how easy this was for Luka. Make the game easier for your stars. Luka sets the back screen on fucking Sengun. Sengun's freaking out. Oh, shit. Gets turned around a bit. Luka gets it. Catches Sengun with a little up fake. Goes right by. One dribble. He had to dribble one time to get a layup. Why are we not doing that more? Why are we just saying, Luka, ISO at the top of the key, or Luka, go bail us out by making some tough pick and roll shots? What the fuck are we doing on offense? Look how easy that was. Why can't we run those actions until they stop it? See what happens here. Jabari swings it over to Eason. LeBron's got to sprint over to box out Amen, but LeBron's also contesting Eason. So he kind of fakes because he wants Eason to shoot. Because LeBron's playing the percentages. He's like, I want you to shoot this wing three. So he plays the percentages right. He kind of baits him into the shooting the three. But I would say here, LeBron, you got to be more aggressive about sprinting down and putting a body on Amen. He doesn't do that. Amen fights for it, gets it, easy. So that's on LeBron. So I would say right now, to summarize, right, we're a little bit through the third. I would say, like, to summarize what's been going on, defensively, LeBron's mainly been bad on box outs. And but that's really the only mistakes he's making. On offense, he's been fine. Had one bad turnover, took one shot that I didn't like, but overall has been good on offense. And then he hasn't really missed rotations. He just kind of missed box outs. I'd say for Luka and AR, it's just been like bad shots, turnovers, bad defense. So the 41-year-old's getting a lot of blame right now for these type of plays. But, I mean, I just broke down the whole game up to this point. You guys tell me. Go rewatch every single play. I'm doing a little bit of finger pointing, but I just want to say, like, the two guys that you want to build this team around have been ass. All right, Luka, another screen and roll. Once again, they had just had success. They just had success with LeBron entering the ball to Luka at the free throw line. For some reason, they want to go back to screen and roll. Let's run screen and roll again. Okay, Luka runs screen and roll. Ball gets kicked. Like, what? Leads to, Rui 3. You just had success running. What was the play earlier? I'm trying to find this play. You just had success running this play. You just had success. And then next play, you just go away from it. Nope, let's go run pick and roll, which hasn't worked all game. We've put up 58 points. Doesn't work again. All right, Sengun's got the ball ISO'd against Ayton. Finds Amen wide open. Amen misses it. He's got to be able to hit that. That shot has to be hit. Smart boxes out. Look at Marcus Smart boxing out. Good job, Marcus Smart. All right, Marcus Smart. This time we're putting the ball in his hands. LeBron. Okay, now they go back to this action. What's going to happen here? Luka's going to probably set a back screen for Sengun, or he's going to get a screen from Ayton. Either way, the goal is to get Luka the ball at the free throw line. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Ayton sets the screen. Luka gets the ball at the free throw line, draws a foul, and that was an actual foul. Look at that, guys. I'm telling you, this coaching staff their IQ's got to be like on average 100. They're just not very bright. Pick and roll hasn't been working all game. Pick and roll has been leading to turnovers all game. You ran this earlier. Luka got an easy layup. Now you run this again. Luka takes one dribble, draws the foul. Barely had to use any energy. Now he's at the line. Make the game easier for your fucking stars, JJ Redick. Don't worry, he'll be out the league soon. Doesn't look like a bad offensive game if you ignore the 6 turnovers. And, somehow he's 7 for 11. That doesn't even look right. But now you got him to the line. 17-point game, but he hits these 2. It's 15-point game. The game's within reach, man. Just run good offense. Does he miss both? Yeah, he misses both. Team's got a free throw shooting problem. Okay. Amen's got the ball. But like you see how so far, right? There's been atrocious defensive rotations, tons of overhelping, not boxing out, guys just getting beat. But the guys who have been getting beat the most are Luka and Austin, just one-on-one. They've just been getting cooked one-on-one. It's been bad. LeBron's actually not been beat one-on-one. He just isn't really boxing out. But you see how everyone is focusing on the defense and the defense is bad, but the offense is even worse? And that's why I think JJ Redick sucks, because if your offense was really good and your defense was bad, I wouldn't even get mad at him right now. But the offense is dog shit. They don't know what they're doing. This play, Amen just blows by Rui. I mean, this is just really bad defense. Once again, Rui, look at his fucking stance, bro. Look at this stance by Rui Hachimura. Look at this stance by Rui Hachimura. He's straight up. I mean, Amen's a freak athlete. Not really good at shooting right now. Why are you playing so high? Play off. Rui should be here. Low in a stance. This is what happens. Really poor defensive technique. I just wonder, I don't think they're coaching this. They can't be coaching this. They're not coaching these guys and saying, look, against non-shooters, sag. And this is just individual bad defense by Rui. Okay. See what happens here. Luka, they run another pick and roll. Once again, another pick and roll, guys. Guys, we just had success having Luka start here at the block and getting the ball at the free throw line. And now we're just going to throw LeBron in the corner so Luka can run another pick and roll. Just what's the point? The read off that is a Marcus Smart contested corner three by Jabari Smith Jr., who's 6'9". Now the Rockets get in transition. Let's see if they attack. Yep, they attack. Got Rui Hachimura on me. I'm going to give him a few moves, go right into him, draw the foul. See what happens here. Okay, this time they set this little cross screen for LeBron. I don't really understand the point of this play at all, because LeBron should be trying to curl in. If you're just going to give LeBron the ball at the wing, then yeah, I don't know. But LeBron still manages to get downhill. Now he's attacking Sengun one-on-one. The problem is obviously Vando's a non-shooter, so KD's just completely ignoring him. Makeable shot. LeBron misses a shot. Not terrible offense. I don't mind. See, I like this set. This is a good set. If teams aren't going to just switch this, and if they switch, you just dive. Switch, immediately dive. But this is a good set. That could be Luka, that could be LeBron, that could be Austin. This is either Luka, LeBron, or Austin feeding the ball here. But instead of catching it here, I just want them to get downhill right away. LeBron gets downhill, though, just misses a shot, right? Now, this is tough. This is kind of the drawbacks of playing with Vando, because if this is a shooter, then KD's probably tighter. It is what it is. You got to live with that to get what Vando gives you on the other end. Okay, Sengun just goes right into Ayton, draws the foul. Too strong. Ayton, you got to be a lot more physical than that. Just be a lot more physical than that, man. Not physical enough. Okay, LeBron's got the ball at the wing. Let's see what they run this time. They don't run anything. So I don't know. Why are you guys not going back to the Luka curl? Has Eason on him? Or no, Dodo. Is that Dodo? It's a good pass. Vando's, it's just it's kind of a know your personnel thing. I'm going to have to put the blame on LeBron. You can't throw that pass to Vando, but also at the same time, that's open. If Vando catches that, that's a dunk. What are you going to do? All right, Sengun gets it up here. One dribble, spin, fade. Good defense. What happens here? I'm trying to see. Guys went to go fight for the rebound. I mean, Jake went to go box out. Jake's one of the only guys who boxes out. He goes to box out. Dodo just gets around him. But at least Jake tried to fucking box out. Vando boxes out, and then he sprints over to try to help on this rebound. And it just leads there. Luka just kind of stands there. I'm not too mad about this, though, because you don't want to jump in traffic. But just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. That was kind of Jake's fault. Even though he tried to do the right thing. He just gets beat on that. But I can't get mad at Jake. He plays hard. He's trying to do the right things. He does the right things every play. They don't always work out. Okay, LeBron, 1-on-1 against a men. Once again, we've the entire time. There's the 2 times they ran that set where LeBron gets the ball at the wing and Luka curls off. They've scored both times off that. They have not run it since. LeBron ISO against a men. Good move. And I don't know what they did prior to this because the shot clock's at 5, so something just did not work. But LeBron just gets the ISO on a men and the left hand is pure. Pretty good move. Okay, a man gets the ball downhill. This is really bad. I'm not trying to beat up Luka here, but Jesus fucking Christ, bro. This is some of the worst, this is some of the worst defense I've ever seen. First of all, Vando. Bad technique. Just willingly getting screened. This guy doesn't even have to work to screen him. Dodo does not have to work to screen Vando. He literally just walks right up. And Vando's like, screen me, please. Just give up the switch way too easily. You don't want, it's such bad fucking defense. Vando just steps up. He cuts him off. But like I said, Vando plays hard. He should get minutes because he plays hard. But his technique is bad. And then Lucas switched onto a man, and look what he does. Just fucking reaches. He's high up the entire time. Just really, really bad defense. Luka has been by far the worst defensive player in this game. And I think Austin's out of the second half. But that first half, minute for minute, Austin was nearly as bad as Luka on defense. And then I'd say the third worst defender was LeBron. Mainly just because of the rebounding. But in terms of guys just getting cooked off the dribble consistently, it's Luka and Austin. It's Luka and Austin, man. I mean, I just broke down. We've been at this for over an hour now. Holy shit, man. This should have been another turnover. Luka sloppy, just crosses right into his hand. LeBron. That's a makeable layup. He's got to make that. Maybe he gets fouled, but just doesn't go up as strong as he needs to. I don't know what they called here. All right, LeBron. Again, they don't go back to the set. Pick and roll with Ayton. LeBron gets in the paint. Another fucking layup. LeBron hasn't really been allowed to do that much on-ball stuff with Luka and Austin taking all the reps this year, but I still trust him the most on ball. Bias aside, man, you watch this tape. Tell me what you're seeing. Tell me who's making the best decisions on ball. And I don't even want LeBron to be on ball that much. The point of this is that he doesn't have to be, but the other guys aren't really looking to get teammates involved. They're looking to score. All right, Kevin Durant. I mean, this is just crazy. This is just fucking crazy. I didn't even watch this. I don't even know if I'm going to do the fourth quarter. They go to double, and Okogie just runs free. No one communicates. Should have been a foul. Just really sloppy. Good anticipation by Luka. Gets the steal. Too big. Shrugs Okogie off. He doesn't look right. Luka's gimpy, you know? He's hurt. Reed Sheppard 1-on-1. They bring Ayton in the action. So look at where Luka Doncic is right now. Like, this is so fucking bad, bro. Look at where he's at. Look at where he's at, bro. I'm not going to do the fourth quarter. Tries to get over the screen. Just gambles and reach. He does like the lazy fucking pickup hoop, like a guy beats you, you just try to back tap him, tries to back tap him, and he ends up literally in no man's land. Reed just dribbles away from him. Walks into a fucking jumper. That's such fucking bad defense. All right, Jake LaRavia's got the ball. Once again, Luka and LeBron are on the court. Why are they not running that same set where LeBron got the ball here and someone set a down screen for Luka, or Luka set a screen and Luka got the ball here? Instead, they're going to have Jake LaRavia handle the ball at the top of the key. This coaching staff doesn't know what they're doing. LaRavia attacks Reed Sheppard. Not a bad look. Not a bad look, but, you know, if that's Luka Doncic coming downhill, he makes that shit. If that's LeBron downhill, LeBron makes that. LeBron just made that same shot 2 times in a row. But instead, the Lakers don't really run offense. They're not organized. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have a strategic plan of attack. They don't have a method to any of the shit that they do. So LaRavia, his strength is not on ball, ends up attacking on ball, gets a good look, but isn't skilled enough to make that shot. But guess what? He hustles, so he fucking fights, earns another possession. Let's see what the Lakers do with this next possession. Okay, somehow Luka ends up with 2 on the ball. What does he do? Throws it to Smart. It's the right play. Smart attacks KD. That's the wrong play. This is a selfish basketball team, man. Starts with your stars. Good defense by Smart. Doesn't fall for it. And yeah, Ayton doesn't really box out here. He just stands there. Steven Adams is strong as shit. You got to put a body on him. And another possession. Reed Sheppard finds Okogie in the corner. Good contest by Luka. All right, now Marcus Smart's got the ball. What do? No offense is being run. Just a pick and roll. Good pass by Smart. Smart's got some point guard chops. He handled the ball a decent amount throughout his career in Boston. He was a point guard in college. So Smart can make these plays sometimes. Throws a little pocket pass. Barely squeaks by. Get Ayton a touch. Ayton hasn't had a ton of touches. Now, there's been a few times where Ayton's fumbled the ball away, but hasn't really had many chances. Effort play. Houston's kind of letting their foot off the gas at this point. 5 seconds left. What do they get? Reed Sheppard gets fouled. Bad defense from Vando. Why are you fouling? Like I said, Vando, his great defensive plays come from his athleticism, his size, his natural talent, his motor. He has bad defensive technique. Okay, Luka's got the ball. Another pick and roll. I mean, you could have Marcus Smart be the initiator on that set. But instead, they're just like, let's run another pick and roll. Hits the shot. But look how difficult this is. Look how difficult this is. The Rockets don't really have to rotate, and Luka has to work really hard to shoot a step back over a 6'9" guy. It's bad offense. I think the Lakers were winning games early in the season just because Luka and Austin were hitting crazy shots. They were getting the whistle, and they were playing bad competition. But that's not going to last throughout the season. A man still can't shoot. Steven Adams has the offensive rebound, just kind of fumbles it. Once again, Ayton just kind of stands there. All right, Luka gets the ball again. Another pick and roll. This is what we do. This is the only play we run. He snakes it. Now he's got two. Selfish basketball. Why is that the play? Why is that the play? See, really the way this should go is Marcus shouldn't be in the dunker spot. He should be in the corner. Because what are you going to do in the dunker spot? You're 6'3". Get in the corner. Jake slides up to create that window. And then if Luka just swings this to Jake at this window, then you got the Rockets in rotation. And you're going to get an open shot out of that. Instead, he doesn't even look. And he just tries to draw the foul. It's not a foul. Sits on the ground. That's just terrible. He's been the worst defensive player on the court by far. And the only reason Austin's not tied with him is because Austin didn't play the second half. Okay, Marcus has the ball here. They run like a demented version of that set that was working earlier. Remember, they were 2 for 2 on the set, right? Luka starts here, gets the ball here, LeBron enters, and Luka got a layup, and then the second time he got fouled, hit 2 free throws. Or he actually missed both free throws, but should have scored, right? Look at this, though. They set the screen here to kind of try to get Luka downhill. This is a bad coaching staff, guys. I'm sorry, man. This is just a fucking bad coaching staff. A bad coaching staff. Throws it here. There's no advantage created. What was the point of this screen? You set that screen, and Jabari Smith is still right in front of Luka. Nothing. And I think a lot of this is a screening angle, right? Luka's got to take a tighter screening angle to keep Jabari on his hip. But I don't think he wants that. I think he wants to get the ball at the top of the key. So if he wants to get the ball at the top of the key anyways, just to ISO, then there's really no point in running this screen action. I just would shelve it. What's the point of that? Have him get the ball here. Because it's here. If Luka ISOs here, he's going to score every time. Instead, we have him ISO back here when teams are putting their big athletes on him. Jabari fouls him, gets a little bit undisciplined. All right. Again, 2 on the ball. Or no, not even. Luka's 1-on-1 against a men. The Rockets decide to send help. I'm surprised they do. I wouldn't have helped on this. Like, they have Steven Adams flash, probably because they know, hey, we still got Sengun on the back end, so we got 2 bigs. But it's just a bad shot. Bad shot. Ayton cleans it up. I mean, let's go back to this. They wait. They're waiting. They're coached. Ime is coaching them to wait until Luka goes into the spin. And the second he goes into the spin, come over. And Luka's already determined he's going to shoot, so he just shoots a terrible step back or fade away. Ayton bails him out. It's crazy. We're watching the film. Somehow Luka, I think at this point, is shooting close to 50% from the field. You guys tell me watching this game, watching this film, we've broken down every single play so far. Call me out if you think I'm wrong. Has he been good offensively? Jabari gets the ball. Easy pull up. Once again, what did I say Ayton's biggest issue is on defense? Is he's just too low. He's too deep on these coverages. Tough shot from Jabari. I mean, wait, Jake does a good job of actually coming back over and contesting. Jake LaRavia should be starting. If JJ really wants to send a message, right, it's not about starting Marcus Smart over Rui, because it's not that Marcus Smart doesn't deserve to start. It's just that he is getting hurt all the time, so I don't even want to put that type of minute load on Marcus Smart. Jake LaRavia should start. You really want to send a message to this team? Start Jake LaRavia. Okay, another pick and roll with Luka. Somehow the Rockets put 2 on the ball. Swings to Vando, but it's kind of a weak pass. Vando swings it to Jake. That's the right play. Jake shoots a tough step back and hits it. Good shot, I guess. Amen, one-on-one against Luka. Pivots. Finds Sengun. Amen hits it. What happens here? Yeah, so after Amen passes the ball off, Luka for some reason goes, he just leaves him. You know what's crazy? From watching this game so far, Ayton low-key communicates. He might communicate the most outside of Marcus Smart on defense. Like, Ayton's always pointing at guys. Now, he's not very vocal, but Ayton's always like, hey, you should go there. Like, look, he's pointing at Marcus Smart, and he's like, I don't know what he's telling him to do, but he's trying to say something to somebody. But Luka, for some reason, now is on Steven Adams. He just left Amen Thompson. Amen passed the ball. Luka just decides to leave him. Bang. I mean, this is just really bad. All right. Luka gets the ball. 3 seconds left. I mean, not much you can do. Just shoot the ball. Gets blocked. Do I even want to do the fourth quarter? Let's do a little bit of the fourth quarter. Reed Shepherd gets the ball. One-on-one against Rui. This is food. Goes into a pull-up. Misses it. Not bad defense by Rui. What happens here? Who gets the rebound here? Vando is trying to box out. This is just kind of tough. This is just a long rebound. Is this Steven Adams? Is this LeBron's guy? Either way, they miss again. Can't keep them off the boards. It's also really difficult when you're playing consistently small lineups. So right now, this lineup right now that JJ has out has Vando at the 5 and LeBron at the 4. It's just, these are just bad lineups that he's putting out. Jackson Hayes being hurt doesn't help. Sengun got Vando. He's just going to bully him. Good play by LeBron. Good play by Jake. Runs Eason off. Is still able to not get completely beat. Because if Jake got completely beat here, that's a dunk for Eason, or he's going to get fouled. But Jake is able to put a body on Eason and slow down his momentum enough so then LeBron comes over and is able to get the steal. Good play by Jake. Great play by LeBron. Kicks it out. LeBron. Bang. Transition. 16-point game. You're not out of this. The Rockets, it's not like the Rockets have played great this game. You just have sucked ass. Okay, so now LeBron's got some juice in his legs now, because look at this. Steven Adams is trying to pin LeBron in to get an open look for Eason. Shout out to Reed Shepherd. Smart player, recognizes that. Tries to throw this pass to Eason, and then LeBron fights through Steven Adams, closes out short on purpose, forces the miss. But what happens here? Rui Hachimura has to box out Sengun, commits the foul. You need better from Rui, but once again, I don't expect Rui Hachimura to consistently win box outs against Sengun. I don't expect that. Okay, Sengun's got the ball. What does he run? Yeah, just throws it into traffic. They're just kind of fucking around. But look at Jake's activity on this. High hands, active hands. Good job. Okay, what do we got here? What are we running here? Marcus Smart is initiating, I think. Throws it to Vando. Sets a screen. It's actually a nice little play. This is a good set. So Vando sprints to the middle. And then LeBron goes and sets a screen for Rui. They got to occupy that. And then it ends up getting LeBron. It ends up getting LeBron matched up on Sengun. This is a good play. They never run this type of stuff. LeBron beats Sengun. He just kind of slips and loses his footing. He's going to be 41 soon. And just is a little bit out of control. But that's a good play. That's a good look. See, this is why you got to watch film. Because this is a bad individual play by LeBron in terms of just at the finish. But this is a good play. So if you were to be like, oh, we didn't score on this play, let's shelve it. No, you got to actually watch the fucking film. This is a good play. You should keep running this play because you got a good look. And I expect LeBron next time to just not fall over. Reed gets the ball. Attacks. I mean, this is just too easy. Who's on him? Jake? Once again, you didn't get touched. This is a philosophical thing with the Lakers. They just give up switches really easily. You didn't get touched. Why are you switching? Jake's one of the guys I want to call out the least on defense because I actually like the energy and stuff he brings, but this is a team-wide thing, right? You don't have to switch on this. Marcus Smart's not expecting him to switch because he's like, you didn't get touched. So now Smart's flat-footed, and then Rui's in paint protection, and, you know, easy and one. LeBron gets the ball. He's in the wing. Attacks Sengun. Excellent finish. Old man still got it. I mean, this is, look, like, Reed's middle just goes. Reed's middle just goes. Bang. Takes the contact. Good finish. All right, this is a 17-point game still because the Lakers can't defend and they can't score. This play is tough, right? Because look at this. Somehow Jake is matched up on Sengun. Does a decent job contesting. This is why Jake is valuable because even though he can make a lot of bozo mistakes, he plays hard. He's got decent athleticism. Not great. He'll still get cooked, but he's okay, and he's tall. He gets a good contest on Sengun. Sengun short arms it. Let's see what happens on this fucking box out. So Rui goes to box out Steven Adams. Yeah, this is just one of those that's tough. I can't get mad at anyone here. Rui's fighting right now. Marcus Smart, like he's already here. He's not going to sprint out here. This is just one of those where you're look at the lineup you're running, right? You don't have a center on the court. So Steven Adams just gets to fucking tip the ball out. A few years ago, LeBron gets that ball. Not able to get to it. Jake gets crossed out of his fucking shoes, but they survive. But here's also what I like about Jake, right? Because if you watch this play, you're thinking, okay, Jake gets crossed over. Well, really watch what Jake does this entire possession. Contest the Sengun shot. He actually tries to box out Sengun. He puts a body on Sengun. Just fundamentally from a coaching perspective, if you're watching this, who's doing the right thing on this play? Jake's doing the right thing. He contests, puts a body on him, recognizes that Eason's about to get the ball. So you know what he does? He doesn't sit there and just be like, oh, who's covering Eason? Looks like LeBron wasn't able to get over there. No, Jake sprints over to help LeBron, and he matches up, and he gets one-on-one against Eason. Now, these are some of the athletic limitations with Jake. He's not the quickest. So what does Eason do? Just hits him with a fucking left to right cross, crosses Jake out of his shoes. So that last point of individual defense was bad, but Eason also made a really quick move. He's also a better athlete than Jake. That's an error of commission, right? Like, you got beat. But in terms of just everything he did on that play, Jake did everything right on that play. He sprinted out to help. I mean, how can you get mad at that? This guy should be starting. This guy should be fucking starting these games. Okay. Let's see here. LeBron. We don't know what happens to get him downhill. Looks like so I like these plays. I like these plays. I like these better than just straight pick and rolls, right? I like screens when the guys try to get downhill off the screen, because you're basically making their jobs easier. Instead of having LeBron or Luka or Austin make a dribble move to get downhill, you're saying you don't even need to do that. Just run your man into a screen. And look at this screen Jake sets. That's a good fucking screen. Clips him just enough so LeBron actually gets a full head of steam, and he's got Eason on his back. Attacks and just kind of smokes it. Once again, this is why it's important to watch film, because if you just look at the analytics, you might say, oh shit, we ran this set, we got no points out of it. Okay, well actually let's watch film. You got a great look out of this. You got to trust LeBron to make that. He just misses it. That's a great set. Run that shit again. You should run these with Austin. Run these with Luka. Try to get them downhill. Tell them, don't catch it here and fucking dribble again, because that defeats the purpose of this set. Sprint downhill like a wide receiver. And LeBron just misses a very makeable shot. Okay. I don't know how they end up here. Oh, yeah, so LeBron's on the other end probably complaining to the refs. Can't do that. They missed, though. LeBron saying he got fouled on that. Maybe he did. I mean, LeBron hasn't really been getting a whistle at all over the last 4 or 5 years. Adam Silver's NBA. KD, 1-on-1 against Jake. It's good defense by Jake. Forces him into a tough shot. Rockets mobbing us on the glass. They rebound 40% of their looks. Look at the size they got down there. 6'9". 6'9", 6'8", 6'9". Meanwhile, the Lakers got 6'3", 6'9", 6'7". All right, LeBron gets a screen from Jake. Yeah, just kind of loses it. Good job on Reed Sheppard. This was smart by Reed Sheppard. He's got great hands. Reed Sheppard, defensively, Reed Sheppard is like bad, but then he also has incredible hands. Which is, you need that if you're going to be a small guard. So he's able to just fuck with LeBron's handle a little bit, and then Tari Eason gets on the ground. Just a bad play by LeBron, right? Gets kind of jumped. Mistake. All right, Lakers come back. Rui, at this point, the game is over. Look at Jake, though. I think this is the last play I'm going to do. Look at Jake's hustle. Jake comes over. Body Sengun. Body Sengun, bro. Our small forward, power forward is bodying Sengun. Sprints over, bang. Gets the ball, goes up, gets pinned, but creates the extra possession. Vando gets it. What does he do? Throws it to Rui. Kicks it to LeBron. Catches Sengun. That was terrible defense by Sengun. LeBron gets a dunk. Great play by Jake. That's all I'm really going to do. There's really no point in breaking down the rest of this. Takeaways as a whole, the coaching staff, they don't run good plays consistently. Plays will work, and then they just stop going to them. That's very bad. Luka and Austin on offense, man, they got to start moving the fucking ball. The turnovers are bad. The shot chucking's really bad. LeBron defensively on the box outs and rebounding, he's not given the energy that's needed, but he's not really getting beat off the dribble. The guys who are getting beat off the dribble the most are Austin and Luka. And so it's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, you guys tell me what you think. I'll catch you guys later.